Hi, I'm Casey.
And I'm Rachel.
This is our home in Charlestown, Massachusetts.
397 Main Street. Lovely brownstone here. This is probably one of the things that we instantly liked about the apartment when we walked in. It's kind of rare to have an apartment rental with stainless steel appliances. So I think that was one of the things that drew us to the place. And we also like how it's very open. You have to have the refrigerator door closed in order to open this drawer. And also to open the stove.
We've had a number of mishaps as a result of that. One person crouching down, they get it in the head, tears start flowing, it can get ugly.
It can get ugly.
And there isn't a lot of storage space here. You know, we have a lot of pots and pans. All the pots and pans have to go in here next to the trash.
Right. And just
it's
even
all
the
clouded
fact that our
in.
trash is right here is kind of annoying too, so.
It's a little bit tighter of a space than perhaps we'd like to have. Is our bathroom. And it also doubles as a laundry room. It's quite an intimate setting, which is good for a bathroom, but really, 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 really intimate when it doubles as a laundry room.
Yeah. I was extremely excited about the laundry in unit. Again, this is something that you don't find in rentals very often. And I spent many years finding quarters for the coin laundry, and I didn't have to do that anymore. So I get overly excited about free laundry in your unit that most people probably don't. Last but never least is our bedroom. So it's a couple steps down, which is nice because it separates it from the rest of the house, so that I think is a bonus.
It is a big cave-like, though. It gets to be kind of cold in the winter, so that's kind of a drawback.
That is true. Our landlord actually bought us a space heater one year because it got so cold in here. But it stays cool in the summer, so that's a bonus. And it has all of our closets, which you generally would think it's nice to have a closet. You know, we each have our own closet. But when these are the only closets in the entire apartment, so there's also the vacuum in here. All of Casey's newspapers, because he likes to save his stories from the paper that
I
he
am a
writes.
reporter, and those
I am
are lots of. It's important to document them. They're very important stories.
I am a
done
good wife
over
because
the
I
years.
let him put his newspapers in my closet.
I, of course, do not have a lot of closet space. Does not bother me in the slightest. But I mean, you know, the door is a little bit. Whoa!
Right. We don't even bother to shut them.
Yes, we just leave
Maybe
those
if we're
open.
having some really important guests
Yes.
over, then we'll shut the doors.
I could repair that. I couldn't repair that actually. So.
This is the roof deck.
Which is a big feature for us. We like the views. It's just nice to be outside.
Yeah, even looking for our rental place, we pretty much our thing is we have to have some outdoor space, even if it's the tiniest amount, which this basically is, so that Casey can have his grill.
I must have my grill. Linus has his blankie. I have my grill. And if I could take it like the blankie wherever I go. Drawbacks to the roof deck, you see that we have neighbors here right nearby, and also pretty much on every other rooftop around here. So on a summer day, it can feel like a communal experience.
And it's not the newest roof deck, obviously. And it's deeded, so surprisingly the neighbors don't come up, so we do get pretty good privacy that way. But it would be nice to have a little more privacy for our outdoor space. But you can't beat the views.
And so hopefully we'll find a place in our new place that's a little bit more private and just for us. So let's hope we find it.
Hi, House Hunters producers. I'm Rachel Ross, and this is my husband.
Casey, how are you? I am 31 years old.
Big 31. And I am 28, and I will always be younger.
That is true, but I will always be a journalist, which I think gives me a little bit of added gravitas.
That is true. You do have that one on me. So Casey works for the Boston Globe right now as a reporter, and I am in publishing. I'm a publisher's sales rep for higher education, which means I sell textbooks. We love living in Boston.
Yeah, I've always loved Boston and New England. I had a grandfather. We would visit on Cape Cod, so we visit here quite a bit growing up. I also had a grandfather who lived in New York, and immediately I knew that the Red Sox was the team and that this was the place for me to be. So we're very happy here. This is, I think the city that we want to stay in.
Yeah, I think we're just city people, and we like being around all of the restaurants and the activities, and just our jobs are in the city, so we have short commutes.
We're just not ready for the suburbs. I mean, bottom line, we're just
We're
can't.
not.
I sort of hyperventilate when I think about it. Really, it's.
And I don't have a car, so I think food and wine are kind of our vices, and I've actually told people that these are our hobbies in the past and have been laughed at, as those aren't real hobbies.
So depending on the mortgage, we may have to pretty much suspend our hobby for an extended period of time, which is probably going to be.
Although your hobby is
both part
cooking
about this.
too, so
I do like to cook quite a bit,
so
actually.
that will help.
I
That
do
is
the
a good
cooking in
thing.
the house. Rachel is not much of a cook, really.
Casey also works out a lot. That's a hobby of his, and he wishes it was more of a hobby of mine. And I am trying to make it more of a hobby of mine.
Just so we can do things together. I'm not controlling. I think she's a lovely, very thin, attractive woman. I don't want it to sound bad. I just want us to spend more time together and enjoy the sweat equity that we're putting into our relationship, if that makes any sense.
That's right. And we're big neighbor readers.
I love the
reading
newspaper.
on Sundays.
Read the newspaper.
But we like telling other people to read the
So
newspaper.
we're currently renting an 805 square foot apartment in Charlestown, and we've been renting since college. Both of us have, of course, in different places. And we like it here, but we want to look for a bigger place.
Yeah. Space is definitely a reason why we're looking. Also, throwing $1,600 in rent money down the drain.
It's depressing.
Pre-approved for $350 to $380, but it was pretty flexible. They kind of pre-approved us based on how much I said that we wanted our monthly payments to be, and we don't want to
extend ourselves. We don't want to be over leveraged at this time in our lives.
Right. So we think we want to try to stick in that price range, but most places in Charlestown tend to be around $400.
That's a big obstacle. The prices are pretty high
$450.
here for the kind of space that we're looking at. So that might be an issue. Well, I think we're both pretty agreeable people, and we get along, generally have the same taste. But I do have certain idiosyncrasies that are going to play in the process. You know, there are certain things that just strike me wrong. I mean, I hope we don't come across Cherrywood kitchens. You know, people like Cherrywood kitchens. I can't explain why I don't like Cherrywood. I don't like Cherrywood for the same reason I don't like to eat a whole bowl full of caramel. It's too rich. It's too much. I don't like it.
Fun search, and I think it will be fun to be on House Centers because it will be what is that word? Memorialized.
I'm the journalist, you know, so let
What
me.
is the word?
Memorable. It's going to be a memorable
Well, it'll be a
experience.
memorable experience. But what is it? What's the word when it?
To memorialize our house hunting process?
Yes.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes.
Well, that's what we're going to try to do, and I hope that we make it onto the show because I think it'd be entertaining.
I think it would be entertaining.
for you. I think it would be entertaining
fun.
for us.